This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We're now at Pattaya in Thailand at Central Festival, and in this video I'm going to show the jungle of charging options and apps in Thailand. This is no exception in Europe, but at least I'll show you how it is in Thailand. I will also make a Thai video about this. So we're going to start with Type 2 slow charging. This is very common at Central Festival. You have Central Festival all over Thailand, and they will look something like this, that you have two, yes, I'm not joking, 2 times 22 kilowatt AC only as the only charging option. We have thousands, or at least, I don't know, hundreds of parking spots, but only 2 charging stations. And they will mostly be blocked or charged by, let's say, a plug-in hybrid like this one, or this one is actually just a fossil. I'm not sure if it's even plug-in hybrid, but for some reason this fossil Mercedes is blocking the charging point. So there is a staff. There's always a staff nearby the charging point, and you have to go to the staff and request, if it's available spot, and request, because they have an RFID to start charging. I'll show you. It's an FSEC charging station, and it's not plug and play, unfortunately. So in this case I'm not sure what to do, because the owner of this car might be resting at the hotel or something. But also I would strongly recommend to ABC, always bring cable, because you see there's a Type 2 here, but only Type 1N here for some reason. I don't know why, because most EVs in Thailand, they use Type 2, except for a few older ones. But I've seen cases where the Type 2 cable is kaput, but that's why you should bring your own cable so that it works. But okay, we're not going to charge here. Let's move over to the next option. Wow, it is so hot in the parking lot here. 31 degrees Celsius, and I wonder how hot it was early today, because it was hot in the car. And this is the magic of octovalve, is that as soon as you fire up the HVAC, it pulls heat out of the cabin and then into the battery. See that battery inlet is now 41. Has the battery been sitting at over 30 degrees Celsius during the day? Really? Okay, anyway, let's get going. And I'm still on version 10, so remember to ABC, always be canceling the update. You don't want that shit. So the first app I will show you is actually Virta app. So many charge point operators, they use Virta all over the world. And also, for example, if you've seen Circle K in Norway at least, and also in Sweden, you will see that it shows up in the Virta app. That's because they use the Virta backend. And also many, I can scroll over here to Norway, and you see, you see, well, Virta is from Finland. So you will have mainly Finnish charge points over here. Oh, it's kind of slow. Maybe because, yeah, you see plenty charge point, because it uses charge point in, where's it going again? Object. But you see here, you can see Norway. But if we go here to our own position, I'm going to show you something interesting. You will also see some Virta chargers in Thailand, and that's because they just happen to use the back end. So I used one in Bangkok when I did the MG 2 years ago, but I will show you that also in Chiang Mai. You guys have probably seen it. There's a charger there I've been using. This one, there is even a picture here. You see, that was before they removed the ATM. But anyway, this one, you can see the CCS. If you swipe here, it will start charging. I think, except for that it was wrongly mapped. I think you have to choose the Type 2 or the charger mode to start the CCS. But anyway, I also tried the Virta RFID right on the charger. Beep, it also start charging. So it's interesting. But anyway, I will not visit that one because we are in Pattaya. But I'm going to show you the other option to charge is that we have Go to You app. This is I choose this one because it's closest to the location. We're going to take a little route around Pattaya. But you see, Go to You. It's, if I remember correctly, it's developed in Ukraine, and you can see if you go to the profile. So to make a profile, you have to either choose Google or Facebook, and then you have some settings here. I'm not going to show you everything, but at least for now, I think your wallet, you can then refill it with cash from GPay or a credit card. Well, I can't click here. Okay, well, I have to enter something. And then you can choose a card, I guess. And then what kind of card? Yeah, so at least I haven't tried this, but I suppose you can use then a Visa card to add payment. But as for now, for Go to You, I'll show you that when you go to the map here, it's mainly just AC charging point. For example, 22 kilowatt hour. It's 22 kilowatt. Yes, kilowatt is power, kilowatt hours energy. But I can show you that also here, if you zoom out a little bit, you will see charge points all over the place. But these are just plug and play. But okay, we're not gonna go that way. Let me see. Is there if I can toggle here to go back to Pattaya? No, it. Okay. Let me go back here. Sorry for that. So what we're gonna visit is one of the charging points. It's just type 2 here. Football stadium. So let's navigate that one. I'm gonna show you how it works over there. All right, so we are at the K football stadium, and I almost didn't find the charger. I was looking here like, huh, is there a charger here? Is there a charger here? I was looking over there because I wasn't sure. But then I noticed that the ground here is blue, and it turns out that there's a fossil car, but it's those guys, but they're blocking the charger. Here it is. I don't think I need to waste time showing this. It's just plug and play, no RFID. And then it charges. So for now, that's how it works over here with the Go to You chargers. Okay, we're now going to a PTT station, but man, that was kind of a shabby, scary place. You know, there was 3 guys there hanging out there, and one of them was blocking with a Toyota is parking there. And I was just looking around, and then one of the guys shouted at me, and he used the word "mung," which is impolite way of saying you or you. Hey, you, what? You know, like you over there. They should have said something like, hey, kun. Kun is more polite. So I was like, I better get the heck out of here, man, before I get mugged. So one of the guys said, yeah, what's up? And I said, well, it's a charging station. And he said, oh, I can move my car. I was like, no, don't worry. Let's not spend too long over there. So, yeah, all right. But at least a PTT station is way safer. Okay, next location is not too scary. We are now at the PTT station. Always people around here. And then here we have one 50 kilowatt fast charger. I think this is a Chinese manufacturer. I don't recognize it. It's not the ABRP or one of the European ones. And then here we have the new tritium charger, 75 kilowatt. I haven't seen it in Norway yet, but I've seen it. Oh, okay. It's an MG charging, getting 40 kilowatt. You can recognize the tritium chargers. It's not available right now. These are free, so I'm going to test this one. I'm going to check out the app. I don't even know if it works or not for me. So it's always a struggle. So let's get in the car and see if we can start charging for this one. So now we have to use another app. Of course, the jungle of apps just to start charging, right? It's ridiculous. Okay, here you have to log in every time, but I set up so we can use fingerprint to log in. Otherwise, you have to input email and password. And then here we have some options. You have to register. Well, you see, some different apps require different register information. I have to see, what was it with this one again? Yes, I prefer a Thai number here. I'm not sure if a foreign number will work, but for some reason I had to use my wife's name here. I'm not sure why. I wonder if it was because it required me to use Thai. Yeah, I think it was like that. It required Thai identification number. I don't have it. It's like Thai social security number or something, but Wi-Fi has it. That's why I use Wi-Fi's a name, but then I use my own email in case they email some verification code or something. So that's one of the clumsiness with using an app in Thailand and being a foreigner. But okay, well, I clicked a little bit too much back, but you see here, okay, we have to, every time you go in this app, you have to log in. But what you're going to do is, here we have this one, and I'm going to show you that. The guy over here, the MG, by the way, is a follower, and he even mounted a tow hitch on the MG. But anyway, you see that one, the RTM75 is unavailable, but the one I'm going to use is the Combo 2, and then supposedly you can book a time for it. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, I guess, scan the QR code. So no, back here. So we're going to try to scan the QR code and see what happens then. Okay, he just finished charging, so that's cool. And I get the spot. Well, it has a cool license plate. You see that? I also want that, because normally the regular license plate would be white. So, well, okay, I'm going to move the car. We're going to test the 75 kilowatt charger then. There's someone's having New Year party over here. But anyway, so what you have to do, it seems to have different QR code for different plugs, just like the one over there. So I guess I'll be scanning the CCS. Wait, scan. There. All right, and now I get, yeah, I can input payment method and everything. Okay, let's do that. All right, not unexpectedly, I cannot use foreign card. It says that it's not supported because you need a 3D authorization. So that means, and also I of course try to start charging without using a card, but it requires me to add a credit card, even though it's free to charge here. So you see, this is the problem, you as a foreigner, is that you can't charge here. So, shit, man. Okay, anyway, let's try EA Anywhere then. This is the large, well, I guess one of the largest charging network in Thailand, a very important charging network. Do I even bother going there? It's also going to be a QR code, just like here. Most places actually in Thailand, actually most of them, you just scan the QR code to choose charger and then you do it from there. So EA Anywhere is then from, well, they're really having a party over here. But EA Anywhere was then started from the guys who then ran, or the guys running 7-Eleven, so they're quite rich. And they're also the 7-Eleven guys were the ones who started importing and selling MGs in Thailand. So they are responsible for really the development of EV in Thailand. And you see that they have EV charger, they also have ferry. Yes, they have ferry running on Chao Phraya in Bangkok, electric ferry. Maybe you guys have heard about it, that has freaking 10 or 12 CCS ports, and I've seen it. They just multi-penetrate the plugs to charge up the batteries simultaneously. It's crazy. So you can also use this app here to take the ferry. I haven't tried it. I'm not sure if I have time for it this trip here, but EV charger is the one I'm going to show you. So again, you have to, let me check here again before we start there. I'm going to check the profile. How was it with the EA Anywhere? Okay, I register with my own email and also my Thai number. As for the other information, yeah, over here I can use the passport number as the identification number. I don't have to use the Thai identification number, so that's at least good. But I will show you what is not so good with this app is that I can't, wait, okay, I have to go home. Okay, if you go here, they have a massive charging network in Thailand. Let me just zoom out and I can show you how big it is. Okay, it needs to load all the charging points. Well, okay, actually it becomes bubbles, but just zoom in just to show you the magnitude of the EA Anywhere network. And if you click on one of these and you click on this one, it will load something. You will have picture of it. Usually they also have picture of the chargers. Really nice that you can see what it is. It also shows you what type it is. How many kilowatt even, and then there is also some pricing information. What is it again? Man, I'm getting a little bit lost here. Let me see. Was it getting started? Walk in. Yeah, but here you have to scan the QR code to get started. But service fee. Yeah, here is. Yeah, if if you block the charger, you have to pay 100 baht per hour after some stuff. But I think over here you have to pay. Yeah, it's a, they call it parking fee, but this is the fee you have to pay for charging there. So you see that you get more bang for the bucks if you pay for more if you charge there for longer. But anyway, the problem is that I guess, yeah, I should show you. If I try to scan the QR code, okay, I can't, yeah, now it just shows you in the car, right? But the problem again here is that if I scan the QR code, I'm then routed to a place where I can input payment information. And in that page, you have to use a credit card, and I have the Visa debit card, but the app here or the system will pre-authorize 500 baht, and you have to have a credit card in order to do it, apparently. Well, I'm not sure, it just gives me an error that I can't use my Norwegian Visa debit card, so I guess I have to prepare better and get a MasterCard or something that allows the pre-authorization, and then it should work. So again, here I cannot charge on e-Anywhere, and I guess that leaves me only to the last option, which is P station. Yes, you guys notice I use the PA station. Well, okay, there's one. Yeah, I can show you one more option, by the way, which is to go here. No, wait, okay, we have EGAT. EGAT is one of the companies that owns actually the production of electricity in Thailand. So EGAT owns around 30% of the power plants in Thailand. Why is it charging? Why is it loading so slow now? And then EGAT, they have also, I guess they made a sub company for charge. Like they made a CPO, a charge point operator. Okay, now it finally works. It's just loading super slow now for some reason. But anyway, they also have a charging network. It's growing bigger and bigger. Not as big as e-Anywhere. But I'm going to show you now. If you scroll far enough down, you will have this one, Google Play. So I was saying, okay, let's try the app. I get here, and this is not available for your country. At least all the other apps I've shown you are available for me as a Norwegian app store user. So in case I want to use this one, I have to do some hacks, and yeah, then I can make it work. But again, this is another barrier for tourists like me to start charging there. So which leaves us to one last option, which is the P station. Yes, you want to always go to the P station. The PA does work. And I can show you that what you can do. I can show you again. Well, also here, in order to create the profile, I have to use my wife's national identification number. It will not accept passport number, so I have to register all that stuff in my wife's name. But then I use my own email address. And the weird thing about this one is that in order to pay for it, you have to top up. So you see, I have now 266 baht topped up in the account, and you can see here the charging sessions we had in the past. And at least these apps are in English. You can toggle between Thai and English over here. So at least that's good. But in order to top up money, you have to do it like this: top up, and then click here. And then there's only one payment method, which is to do a Thai QR code payment. You choose the amount of money you want to top up, and then you get this QR code, and then wifey needs to use her SCB bank app, and then she scans this QR code, and then she does the payment via the Thai bank app. And another clumsy part is that I topped up about over 1,000 baht before I did a trip, and then I wanted to top up more, but I couldn't do it because there was supposedly some limitation. You can't top up more than 2,000 baht or some shit. So, like, but at least again, I'm gonna show you here that once you go to the charger, you just yeah, you just use the charger ID, and then you scan it, and then you start charging from there. You guys have seen the app on my trips, but I'm also going to show you that they have a very good charging network, PA. The only problem with the PA charging, the P stations, is that they are only 50 kilowatt. You see here, they also picture it very nice, but I'm going to show you something also kind of clumsy, is that they have two charging stations right next to each other, and for some reason it shows up as 2 entries, which is kind of clumsy. Because sometimes you're looking at it on the map. I'm going to show you a very prime example here. You zoom out, you see over here, you see, oh no, blue means that it's occupied. And you're thinking, oh no, they're occupied. Well, if you zoom closer, suddenly you will realize that only one of them is occupied and the other one is available. So wait, now it zooms out. So the whole use, it's using the type 2 for some reason. But so I don't think I need to demonstrate for you the P station, just show you how it is now. But just going to tell you that the whole user experience with using these apps for a foreigner is quite clumsy. I guess it's less clumsy if you're a Thai national, because then you have the right cards and the right ID card and the right paying card and the paying methods. But for me, if I wasn't married to wifey, I was just coming here as the tourist, I'll be struggling big time to actually charge on any of these. Even the PA this one is the only one that works for me. But again, I have to use my wife's info to be able to charge here. So you see, this needs to be improved, because over there at the gas station, you can pay with cash, or you can, I guess, pay with card. So why does it have to be like so hard with EV stations, right? This is actually limiting or breaking for the development of EV even in Thailand. But also, this is not a unique case. It's also the same problem in Europe. It's just that you guys haven't seen it. But I guess in Europe, at least you are able to use a regular Visa card, debit card, and you can then start charging from there, or you can use plug surfing at least, and then you can roam around and charge. So I would say Europe is better, but it's still not the way where we want it to be. So now you guys have seen it. What do you guys think of the jungle of charging cards and apps and payment methods versus just going to a gas station and paying for it like that, huh? All right, anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. So I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.